Hey everybody. Alright, in this video I want to show you a nifty tool I made that helps me organize my schematic parts and bill of materials in general. So this is completely free. If you want it, I'll share it with you. Well, I'll just share it in the description below. And here, this is for a simple board with some mostly real parts. And here's how you use this tool. So once you get the tool, make a copy of it because you can't edit it just as it is. And then you will have your reference designator for your parts in a schematic. Then there's the description. I like to use the short descriptions from DIGI-KEY.com. So we also have a detailed description. I also like the detailed description and copy and paste those manually. Then for the part number, part_number is a property that's used in ORCAD. Now, if you're using Altium or whatever else, you want to find that default field where the part number is supposed to be. This is where the manufacturer part number goes. Then you have the manufacturer name. For the product URL, I put in all the URLs manually, and it stays up to date. It's a lot of work to put these in manually, but assuming the parts do not change much, this is the method I go with. For the LAN pattern or footprint, I put the name of the footprint, then the name of the footprint that's being used in the CAD tool, and then I put a link into the footprint name that leads me to the footprint where I can download it, whether it's Snap EDA, DIGI-KEY, so on and so forth. Then for this column here, checked. What does this mean, checked? So the note here says check if the footprint matches the recommended LAN pattern. And if there's no recommendation for that LAN pattern, there's that you can check to see if the footprint is IPC 7351 compliant. All right. For the schematic symbol, you want to check that your pins on the data sheet and the design match what's supposed to be in the footprint. And also the 3D model. Does it have a 3D model? Nowadays, I do all my designs with 3D models, especially for collision detection. So yeah, you don't have to do 3D model, but nowadays, that's what you gotta do. Some parts are connectors, they are oriented a certain way, so on and so forth. So it's good to do it. Then there's the bomb ignore, whether that's true or not true. This is specific to ORCAD. All right, so switching over to a little example design here. Switching over to a little example design that I've modified. Credit goes to Craig Mitzner in his book Complete PCB Design in ORCAD. So this is an example board, and I modified it, added some notes, changed some things, changed the part numbers. And if we go to Ultra Bomb DIGI-KEY and do open, now you want to have Ultra Bomb installed. Once you have it open, then you can make some changes here, look for manufacturing part numbers, check out the status of the board. In fact, this bill of materials tool matches this design that I updated. And so this is my general master tool, my general master spreadsheet. And then this is the Ultra Bomb by DIGI-KEY, which is free to use and to download and use. And then I can update parts and whatnot. And then when I update the part in the schematic using this tool, then I can do things like, I have the check mark there, look at that, and then it says fix inductor R1, which is not the right part actually, but just go with me, right? And then once you have the right information, you can get the DIGI-KEY part number, copy that field, put it back into here, right? And then put in the DIGI-KEY part number, AS whatever, and then the vendor name, which would be DIGI-KEY, and then continue on that way. And then with your master bill of materials list, you can always go back and forth between your DIGI-KEY, Ultra Bomb, whatever other bill of materials handling tool, and your schematic. You always want to have your updated parts, because more and more, the further along you go down your design, and by the time you submit your board files and everything, you do not want to have any errors or issues with your parts, because that's a redesign or repackaging of design files each time that you have to resend, and it just wastes a lot of time, honestly. All right, this, from starting from this top level, helps solve all of that, all of the issues we run into with managing parts, or not having to manage and then running into errors and having to fix them and so on. Also, if you're using ORCAD, this is ORCAD only. If you're using ORCAD, then this is what you would copy and paste into the bill of materials field. So let me show you how to use that. You can go to Tools. Well, first click on this, click on it, then click on Tools, Bill of Materials, and then you would copy and paste. You would paste into here, and then do the report file. All right. So if you do want to learn more about how to use this and how this is actually being used in a practical way for design reuse, then feel free to comment below. You can email me at kirsch@hasofu.com, and you can ask me about my upcoming course. Well, it's upcoming. It's going to be released, and this course, it's partially done. It's partially done, and it's called the Pro Hardware Engineer Bootcamp. And all right, so this is one of the projects. This is the one of the 5 projects, maybe 6 projects you'll be working on in the bootcamp. That takes you from beginner to PCB professional in PCB design in ORCAD. So this is the ORCAD edition. It also has a new method to teaching PCB design that it helps you rapidly learn PCB design. So if you're curious about that, then let me know and I can share the details. All right. Okay. Use this tool to save yourself a bunch of time, especially the end phase of your project completion and submitting the board to the manufacturer and the files, because when you're working for clients and whatnot, if you submit your design and it has errors, at least what I do is I don't charge for that extra time, because it's errors that I made. So, right. Others might have different models, but that's just how I do it. And not getting paid for an extra week's worth of work is not fun. All right. Thanks for watching.